it's Mike from Gear Diary here to look at Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which has just landed on the iPad this past week. So this is a game that I have played, likely 25 times over the last decade. Played it a few times in the first couple of years, and I've played it just about every year since then. In fact, this year I've actually played it on both the Mac and the PC, so when I heard it was coming to the iPad, I was thrilled to play it there as well. I've got a game I'm already replaying as a different character. I played first as a male soldier, and now I'm replaying as a female consular, and that will get me into I'm playing as a scoundrel at this point, which will then get me into a Jedi consular, which is a real heavy force user. So let's continue on, see where we're at. We're going to load up. The loading screens are about the same as what you'd see on a PC console at this point. They take their time, but not too bad. So here we are inside of a cantina. Now, a couple things to notice right away, and I'm not going to go too far with them. Is here's your character, and I'm going to just close that. And then this is the secondary character. You can actually have a third. Right now we just have two. In there you have got force powers, med packs, stimulants, basically things that give you little boosts, and then you actually have other items that you can use. You've got your mini map that shows where you are and where you can potentially go to, and areas that you've already explored you can already see. And up here you've got your ability to save to disk, you've got a help system, and then you've got your menu system. Why don't we just hit the menu system? So this is my character, and this is her portrait, health and defense rating, and then your damage will do 1 to 10, and then your rate to hit right now is at a 0. So I don't get any bonuses, but nor do I take any penalties. You can see all of the equipment that I'm wearing. I have nothing. This is an implant system in that there are certain characters that can use those. Something on your head, hands like gloves, arm shields, your body armor, your left hand weapon, belt, and your right hand weapon. So your body armor, some RPGs will actually have separate things for the top and bottom. This is just an entire suit. So if I select that, what I'll see is that I get a defense bonus of 4, maximum dexterity bonus of +5. So in other words, this combat suit is slightly restrictive. I can only get a +5 dexterity bonus. Any more than that, and it'll just be stopped at +5. If you look at different armor, it will have even more of a dexterity limitation. So basically it's restricting your movement is what it comes down to. So, and if I want to look at my other person who's Karth, he's just got clothing and his dual pistols. Go back to my character and party inventory. So these are all the things we've got in there, from med packs to clothing, vibration, dampers, weapons, whatever it is that's in there. And it actually tells you, like the combat suit that we just looked at, it's equipped. So if I look at my character, Trislan Jast, that's a common name that I use in a lot of RPGs, you can see as you do good deeds, you'll head towards the light. As you do evil deeds, you'll head towards the dark. So that's the morality system. It's fairly linear. And the interesting thing about it is that it is kind of a last bonus system. So if I'm way up, I tend to play light side characters. So if I'm way up towards the top at basically 100% light side, and I do 3 actions, and I take 2 good actions, which would boost me up, it can't go any further. So it'd be just stay at 100. But then the third action is a dark side. So I choose to kill somebody or profiteer or something like that. That will be a -1. Or if it's really bad, it'll be a -3. And all of a sudden, despite the fact that I should still be at 100%, it would actually drop me down to 97. So you do have the opportunity to game the system a little bit that way, that I could actually perform the dark side task and then the couple of light side tasks, and and then end up pretty well. So when we look at, I'm a scoundrel level 2, my health is full, my defense. Now you've got your system here, which is strength. Let's see if I can bring this a little closer. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and you've got your value and then what sort of bonus it is. So I've focused on dexterity and intelligence primarily. Intelligence will give me a ton of extra skills to help me perform my task well. Dexterity will help me do things quickly and also give me a good hit ratio so I can actually hit things. The character is not based on strength, but that's okay. These things will benefit me well when I go into becoming a Jedi. Also, wisdom and charisma are directly Jedi, kind of Jedi things that I really want to focus on. Charisma will help you with Force Persuade. Wisdom will help you with your amount of Force powers. So both of those are great benefits. Right now, you have experience to get to the next level. So right now I'm at 2995, need 3000. The next action I do will kick me over to level 3. So these are all my skills. So computer use, demolition, stealth, and I'm really highly rated as you look through. Awareness. So I've got tons of these skills. And that's the one thing with being the scoundrel. Feats are things that you can do. So right now I've got a 2-weapon fighting feat that helps me out if I want to work with 2 weapons. Now, as I become a Jedi, this becomes incredibly powerful. I can use a lot of my skills, my dexterity, to be able to use 2 lightsabers and get multiple attacks per round and really just end up as a kind of devastating force power machine. So again, each of these you get to select. And now, this is all of your messages, all of your discussions. Your quest, searching for Bastila. That's your first quest. So right now we're on Taris. We're right there in the beginning of the system, and it shows you, again, things that are going on in the game. So you've got quest items, you've got completed tasks. Now I can look at the mini-map. So there we go. Go to the upper city, and so on. And then back to your menu, and then you can look at various things. So let's close this. Now, one of the complaints that you will read just about everywhere about this game is that the controls leave something to be desired. Now, a lot of games you'll have a virtual D-stick on either side. On this game, that virtual D-stick would be right where your characters are. So what they've chosen to do is a kind of integrated turn and move system here. Let's see if I can get through. Let's see if I can...
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to...
Who cares? It's Duncan and...
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
So here we get into...
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention
get to watch a duel, and I'll pause this for a minute. We don't really need... So now if I wanted to look at actually a dialogue, if you notice here, you've got these choices. So I'm talking to a Hutt now named Azure, and he organizes all the duels. So I want to get involved with those duels to get some experience and get some cash, basically. So he's got a bunch of questions that he wants to ask. There's no way I could select these with my hand. So what they've done is they've actually taken those choices and put them up here. So I want to find out what's in it for me, and there's my good Hutt friend. Okay,
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
So if I could try to persuade. So this is interesting, and this gets back to both my skills, but also to Star Wars lore. What is the likelihood of me persuading a Hutt? Let's find out. Failure. You get the same. Okay, I'll do it. The Mysterious Stranger, that's going to be my nickname.
This is for the best.
Okay, we're up for a duel. We're ready for a duel. Okay, let's do it. So here we go. So this is me hopping in, and now what we're going to see... So, I've got a new journal entry, and this is about dueling. Now, as soon as we went into the combat round, the game paused, and I have my choices against Deadeye Duncan here. Now, what I can do to start with is I can hit a grenade, and then as soon as I do, I've got my grenade shows up in my combat queue. And let's see, what else can I do? I can do a flurry and a series of flurries. Now, as soon as I've now queued up 4 actions, and there's my enemy down there where those red arrows are pointing. So now let's just hit play. Oh, and he got out of the way. There we go, I took him out. So now a couple things are going to happen. First off, I've got 50 experience points, and now down there my character icon shows the arrow up. That's a leveling up, and that really is the basis of Knights of the Old Republic. Very much story-driven, great BioWare classic story, voice acting, great-looking graphics, excellent game overall, very well done on the iPad. This is Mike from Gear Diary. Thanks for watching.